What's up, rock stars? Coach Betty Rocker here, and today I have a very special low impact bar sculpt workout for you. Now, just because this is low impact does not mean it's low intensity or that you're not going to get an amazing leg, booty, and upper body and abs burn. This workout is a total body sculpt and it is intense. So get ready to turn up the heat with me. What you will need today is just a little bit of floor space. I've got my mat. I do have a chair. This is like my makeshift chair. It's one of those swivelly stools. So you could use anything that you have, a chair back, your back of your couch, if you're in your living room, pretty much anything, just so you have something to lean onto and balance. And as an option, I'm also going to be throwing in a couple of lightweight dumbbells. You could also use water bottles, wine bottles, olive oil bottles, soup cans, whatever you have around the house. It's just for a little added resistance to help make sure that we're in correct form. Now, I love incorporating ballet bar moves and bar workouts into pretty much every program that I write, into the Rock Your Life classes, because it really does help with posture, alignment, strength, and beautiful long body lines, which even though I'm 5'1", I really enjoy having. So I really invite you to enjoy this workout with me today and just work within your own abilities. Don't feel like you have to push yourself to do everything. Just follow along as best you can and know that you can come back to this video again anytime. All right, so we're gonna just start out simple, standing right in the center of our mat. And I'm just going to invite you to point the toe, step it out to the side. This is my left leg coming out to the side, and I'm just gonna point it around in front of me. Point it out to the side, point it around in front of me. And all you're really doing is kind of just feeling your glutes activate. So it's just a toe tap, really simple. Toe tap, forward and then back, forward and then back. And now out to the side, up to your knee, up to the side, up to your knee, out and up. So you're feeling a little bit of that lift in the booty. A couple of important things as we're getting started. The core is just stable. We're engaging our abs. Belly button is in and up. My shoulders are back. My head is lifting towards the ceiling as if I were wearing a crown on my head, right? Okay, perfect. You can stop doing that. Bring your feet back to the center, and you can either switch sides or turn around, whatever's easy. I'm just gonna keep holding onto my chair since I have plenty of space. My right foot's gonna tap out to the side. Now it's gonna tap around, out to the side, and then around, out, and around. Feeling this time the right glutes kind of kick in and activate, just starting to feel that. Opening up through the chest, lifting through your upper body. Core is engaged. Nice work. 3, 2, 1. Now tap up to the knee, tap up to the knee. Now I know that this is super simple and you're like, I'm not working at all, but you should actually start to feel your glutes working and turning on. Amazing. Last 3, 2, last 1. Awesome. Now I'm gonna kind of turn to face my chair just to support myself a little bit. And I'm gonna start out by tapping my toe, we were doing this in the first one, out in front of me and now around behind me. Out in front and now around and behind. We're just gonna do about 5 like this. Just a couple more. Last one. Now I'm gonna invite you to bend that front knee as you sweep the leg behind you. Good. Sweep and extend. Leg comes out, leg comes back. Beautiful. Out and back. Out and back. Last one. Out. And this time, bring it to the knee. Out behind you, bring it to the knee. Out, bring it to the knee. Good. Sweep it back and out, and bring it up and to your knee. Out and back, up and to your knee. Good. Just a few more here, really working that right glute. Left glute is also working and turned on as we're lifting and very deliberately with that toe pointed, sweeping it behind us. Last one like this. Now, keep that knee bent, just like this. And I want you to just sort of maybe fold forward slightly over your chair with the leg lifted. Go ahead and feel that leg lift up and hold on to that. And as you keep the leg lifted, come to standing. And let's do that again. Hinge it forward. And maybe you're just really holding on with both hands as you bend forward. And if that feels secure and stable, I want you to go ahead and lift your arm out and off of your couch chair or your balancing surface and just continue to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Yes, you should really feel a nice stretch through the back of that right leg. And my chair, I gave myself this extra challenge by having a chair that moves. Hopefully that's not the case for you. Good, last two, last one, and yes, keep it lifted. Now we're gonna just stay in this bent over position. I'm gonna go ahead and just put my elbows down, and I'm just going to lift and lift and lift with that leg. Lifting up and out to the side. Beautiful. Just keep it up. This is where you're gonna start to really feel your butt burn if it's not already. Nice work. Come on, Rockstar, you got this. Whew. Just those little tiny intrinsic muscles right now that stabilize your hips and pelvis. This is a great way to activate them. Turn them on, and at any time you need a quick break, just stop for a second, breathe, and then pick up right where I am in the next move. Last three, two, last one. Oh, relief. You can put it down by the other leg. Go ahead and shake it out, and we're gonna do that same sequence on the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my chair over to this side so I have a little bit of space. And since we've already warmed up both sides of our legs, we're gonna go right into the toe tap forward and then behind us, this time with the right leg. Forward, behind, behind. Great job. Come on, forward, behind. And you can have your arm up if you like. You can have your hand at your hip. You could have both hands balancing. But what I don't want is that you're forward like this or that your back is arching. I want to make sure that your core is super engaged because we want all of this work to be isolated right here in our glutes. Nice job. Last three, two, last one. And here's what happens. We're going to step it back and come into that reverse lunge. Step it back into that reverse lunge. Now both of my hands are holding on for balance, and I'm going to try to challenge myself now and sweep the arm up high overhead. Nice. And you can also add a little bit more motion to this if you like by moving the arm forward and then back, because that feels pretty darn good. Nice. Oh, my butt is burning. How are you doing? So good, Rockstar. Okay, last one, and we're gonna come to the knee. Step it back, come to the knee. Sweep it back, come to the knee. Sweep it back, come to the knee. Again, feel free to move the arms around in a way that feels natural to you. Whew. Oh my gosh, booty on fire! And of course, this side's almost gonna be more intense because you just really worked that other glute. Last one, and hinge it forward. Oh, maybe just take this as a second to take a breather. Maybe put both of your legs down if you need a quick hit of air, just a quick second. Like, oh, this is low impact, but this is intense, right? So let's bring that leg back up into that sort of tree pose, and we're gonna stand, and then we're gonna come forward. We're gonna stand and come forward. Find your balance here. It's tough balancing on one leg, let me tell you. That's where you're getting an enormous amount of work for those glutes and hips. Your core has to be engaged right now in order to make this work for you, so make sure it's in and up and you're super supported. And of course, feel free to lift the arm off the chair. Last two, last one, and we're gonna go for those little lifts. Lifting and pulsing. Lifting and pulsing. Great job. Come on, lift, lift, lift. You got this. Thank you for doing this with me. Oh my gosh. Burning, burning, burning. Keep it up. Yes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, shake it out. All right, we're gonna do a little upper body engagement now. And if you are more intermediate to advanced, you can feel free to come right down into a tall plank to do your push-ups. I'm gonna do push-ups with a leg lifted. And if you prefer, regardless of what fitness level you're at, to do them up elevated with me here, I'm gonna do them against the side of my chair. I really like this. So maybe let's try 1 or 2 push-ups in this position. And then what I'd really like for you to do is to point that toe and extend your right leg and give me 5 push-ups with your leg extended. If you are a little bit more advanced and you want to do this on the floor with your leg lifted, please be my guest. Make this workout your own. Amazing. Now I'm going to switch legs, and we're going to do about 5 more. And I may have counted wrong, and I may have done more like 6 or 7 with that leg lifted, and you know what? Bonus. Good job. Last 2. Last 1. Woo! Oh, felt that. All right, I'm gonna move the chair out to the side now, and we're gonna come down and get into a quick little core sequence. This isn't your only core sequence, it's the first one. So I'm gonna come down onto my right hip, and I'm gonna come down onto my right elbow, right hip, and I'm gonna point my toes, very important. Now remember that sort of long line that you felt through your body as you were standing. When you were standing up, I want you to feel that now through your entire body and point those toes, really point them and straighten the legs. Pin the legs together like they're a zipper, just zip together. Nice, now I want you, if you can, try lifting both of your legs up off the ground. And if that doesn't feel right to you, try lifting one leg off the ground. So we're gonna lift our legs, and then we're gonna put them down. Lift, put them down. Lift, put them down. If you're more advanced, try lifting up an arm here and just holding that. And if you'd like a little more motion, you can reach for the legs each time you lift them up. Now I'm struggling to keep my legs zippered together here while I'm lifting. The legs want to separate. That's because this is an enormously challenging core move. So a great way to modify this is to do a single leg lift with the arm sweep. You are still going to be getting a ton of obliques and core in there. Great job. Okay, now we're going to change it. So I'm going to lift, and I'm going to sweep I'm just going to sweep my arm up overhead. Awkward bear. And I'm just going to try lifting that knee up towards my side each time. Good work. Up, down, up, and down. Now, if you can add the arm sweep in now, which looks a little bit more graceful, right? I'm supposed to be a ballet bar person here, and I'm supposed to be so graceful. I am grateful, but I'm not always graceful, and you know what? That's okay. I'm totally enjoying my workout, and I hope you are too. Oh, good. Come on, up, down, up, and down, up, and down. See how similar this is to what we were doing standing? We're just working the body in a new way. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Oh, nice job. All right, let's try that on the other side. So swing yourself around, and again, get into that nice, tall, sort of lying, zippered position. My arm's going to try to be floating like a ballerina up over my head as I lift my legs up with my toes pointed. And remember, this is a great option. You can do it with one leg lifted and hold here. And now lower the legs and lift them. Lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. I've got a little dog over there hiding under this cabinet. I don't know if you can see him. He's being very cute. He's watching. Do you have someone at home who's watching you work out right now? I think that's pretty awesome. When we can work out wherever we are, we can really make the time for it. And even though I know that my dog isn't going to suddenly start exercising, although he does do a lot of doggy yoga, I know that the people around you who see you exercising are definitely thinking about it, and they see that you value it, and it's really cool that you're doing it for yourself. Awesome. Last 3, last 2, last 1, and here's the part where I'm going to try to transition. I'm going to do this thing where my knee goes up towards the ceiling. Yes, just like this. Toe stays pointed. I'm trying to keep that lower leg lifted off the floor. It's totally fine to put it down at this point if it's starting to just be too taxing. Be where you're at. Allow your body to strengthen with each workout that you do. Now, you can add the arm sweep, and I'm really struggling on this side to balance. It's probably because my pelvis is slightly rotated from lots of motorcycle accidents, and I've been working on that for years. And I love doing workouts like this where my body shows me where it's imbalanced, because it really makes me want to work more on these single side movements, unilateral movements, to help strengthen me and bring my body back to balance. Good. Last 2, last 1. Whew. Oh, my goodness. Amazing work. All right, we're gonna come into a little bit more abs, so come right back to this sort of centered position. And feel free, if you have a couple of water bottles or weighted objects, to grab them here. And we're just gonna lean back, and I'm gonna start out with my feet touching the floor. And I'm just going to grab my weights and just hold them out to the side. Looks like I need to move away from the wall slightly. There we go. So I've got my weights out to the side, and then my shoulders are gonna come back. Again, water bottles are fine here, absolutely anything. Now I'm gonna lift my left foot up, put it down. Right foot up, put it down. And I'm just gonna start to go a little faster. And I'm leaning back. Good. Now, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your feet up if you can, either bent like this or up like this, or just have them down on the floor and try to hold your lean back. And now I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pulse. It's a very small movement. Squeeze and back. Squeeze and back. Squeeze. Don't let your shoulders come up towards your ears. It's just this tiny squeeze back. You just have a few more to do here. Come on. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Oh, yes, you can set them down. All right, I'm gonna just grab one of them now and we're gonna do a little Russian twist move. So if you felt comfortable with your feet on the floor, that's great. You can do the Russian twist with your feet down. If you felt comfortable with your feet right here, you can do the Russian twist like this, or if they can go straight, which I'm struggling with because I'm tired already, you can have them up. And we're just rotating side to side, holding one weight, and it's a very light weight. I've got like a 2 or 3 pounder here. So it's really just about the resistance that's really making you be very mindful as you move through this movement. Mindful movement is the name of the game for getting strong, feeling connected, and why I love doing bar workouts, again, for posture and alignment. And your sense of confidence comes so much from your posture. So working on strengthening into a tall, upright posture will give you more of that Wonder Woman, Superwoman, powerful feeling that you deserve. Last one. Woo! Oh. So good. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna move these out of the way and we're gonna come back up and do another standing series. So I'm just gonna move this out to the center again, and I'm gonna bring back the balance chair so I can do this with you. So my heels are gonna come together, heels are gonna come to touch, and I'm just gonna lift up onto my toes. And I'm going to do a quick set of very fast calf raises. So feel free to hold on to something to support you, or if you feel confident here and comfortable, really work on strengthening and squeezing those shoulder blades back together. Lift through your crown and just pulse up and down with your calves. We're doing little calf raises, little plie pulses. Nice. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can, hold up on your heels off the ground, and then we're just gonna sink down with our knees open. And we're gonna pulse our knees in and out. And you're gonna feel this in a couple of places, probably your inner thighs and your outer thighs, like the outside of that butt. So what I like to do is hold on to the back of the couch or the chair back. I'm really trying to keep the heels glued together here. I'm not leaning forward, so really check in with your posture here. It should have just been a sink down without changing any of your upper body posture. And I'm gonna try to sink it down just a little further. Come on, you can do it. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Woo, shake those legs out. Oh my goodness. Okay, now here's something fun. We're gonna lean forward again over our chair, and we're gonna just work on a booty lift right now, a booty lift, which I love. So we're just gonna point that left toe, and I'm just gonna lift and lower my leg. Now what's important here is I'm not moving around like this. I have a very stable torso. And you may have a chair that's lower than me. You can put your hands down on it. Just make sure that you're just sort of bent forward so that you can stabilize your torso. And the reason we're stabilizing like this is so that we can isolate our glutes. And you can really see the glute muscle working as it lifts up and down, and my toe is staying pointed. Nice job. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's try that on the other leg. We're just gonna switch. Find your balance point. I'm gonna stay in this position. I'm gonna point that toe behind me, and I'm gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. Nice stable torso. Engage your abs. Great work. Good. Try not to look down with your neck or look up or crank your neck. Just imagine a nice neutral spine. Core is engaged. And we're just pointing that toe as we lift and lower the leg. Great work. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, grab your weighted objects. We're gonna do another set of those calf raises, but this time I'm going to hold something like these, like some little weighted objects, and I'm gonna bring my arms into a sort of bicep curl hold position and just stay here for a few minutes, a few seconds actually, not a few minutes, that would seem really long. And now if you'd like, I want you to try doing a very slow and controlled bicep curl as you work through those rapid little calf raises with your heels glued together. Right, and I'm feeling that burn already. And I'm going nice and slow on the up and nice and slow on the down. Good, hold your core in strong, be mindful of your form. Are you sweating yet? I sure am. Whew. Last 3, 2, last 1. You did it. You did it! Woo, amazing. Okay, we're gonna hold on to one of our weights. I'm just gonna set this one down. And I'm actually going to work on that bent over position. I'm just gonna hold myself bent over with my right elbow down. And I'm gonna invite you to kick your right leg back. Hold your left arm at your side. Yep, we're doing lots of things at the same time. Start out by giving me some of those leg lifts. Just like this, lift, lower, lift. Now add a lateral arm raise to it. Feel that? Woo, that's nice. Okay, now very important stuff here. You've worked really consistently on engaging your core throughout this workout. This is no different. Don't allow the lift of your arm to pull your back or rotate your hips. Be very stable and supported in your base here. This is part of what will make you sweat. Just holding your core strong and tight. It's meant to challenge you. It's meant to really get in there and strengthen you. Really nice work, Rockstar. Come on. Last 3. Last 2, last 1. Woo! Doozy. Okay, we're gonna switch to the other side. And this time, again, we're gonna bend forward. This time my left elbow's gonna be down on my bent surface. I'm gonna straighten my left leg behind me. My right arm's gonna hang down, and we're gonna start out just by lifting the leg. Some lifts just to get our bodies comfortable in this position, and then add the arm raise. No need to rush these. I really slowed it down so I can be nice and deliberate with you here. Lift, point the toe, lift, point the toe. Beautiful job. Oh, so strong. You are going to feel these. So good. Point and lift, point and lift, point and lift. Last 3, 2, last 1. Woo! So good. Okay, I'm gonna move my little chair out to the side. And how about we do one final set of those calf raises, because those are just amazing for your entire posterior chain. So shoulders back, heels together, and lift. Lift, lift, lift. And this time I'm just holding the weighted objects down by my sides, practicing keeping my shoulders back and my heels lifting quickly. Breathe. So good. You're so close to the end. Great work. Come on, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, you can set those weighted objects aside, and we're gonna come down and try out another core move here. Now, this one will work your upper body and your core together, and you don't have to do this all exactly like I am. I'm gonna show you mine. So what we're gonna do is a plank pose to a pike. And this is really similar to what happens in yoga, where you come from a plank and you're from a down dog and you come through to the next move in a sun salutation. So normally if you're coming out of chaturanga, you'd come into down dog and then you'd step it forward into a standing position again. But we're just gonna work back and forth through the down dog to a tall plank. And a great way to mod this is to stretch it back and come into a kneeling plank. Stretch it back and come into a kneeling plank. You're gonna be activating your core either way, and you can also do this with your hands up on an elevated surface and just press back and come forward. Press back and come forward. Good. Press back, come forward, and now what I'd love for you to do is lift your leg, point your toe, and come forward. Lift the leg and come forward. We're gonna do 3 and 4 and 5, and then we're gonna switch to the other leg. Lift the right leg this time. Looks like I need to move away from my little chair. Right leg's up, and we float forward, tall plank, lift, tall plank, lift, tall plank, lift, and tall plank. Let's do one bonus one. Lift, tall plank. Come all the way down onto your stomach, and I'm gonna grab my weighted objects again, and all the way down onto your stomach. And I want you to try lifting up into a Superwoman lift. Zipper your feet together, lift your chest up high, hold your weighted objects, and again, it's not necessary to hold the weighted objects here. What we're gonna do is just a quick little squeeze back with the arms. So why don't you try that with no weight at all? And if this feels pretty darn challenging, you just stick right with that. And if you're like, I can do more, grab your light weights and squeeze between those shoulder blades. Try to keep your chest and your feet off the ground. And see, I'm dropping down because I want to keep going and I was starting to burn out. No shame in my game. Doing my best, just right along with you. Good, lift, 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 and lower. Hold down here for a second, just breathe. Now lift up, hold, and pulse again. Try to zipper those feet together best you can. I know it's challenging. Lift, 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 and lower. Whew. We got one final set of those. Lift up, lift everything up, and lift the arms. I'm gonna try my weights again one more time. So challenging. Come on, you got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. You're doing amazing. All right, what other torturous bar workout moves do I have for you? Yes, there are a couple of more fun ones. So we're gonna come in onto our back now, a little bit more ab love. So I'm gonna move these out of the way. Onto the back. And I'm going to straighten the legs out again into that sort of zippered position with the toes pointed. And I'm gonna try lifting one leg and then the other. Lift, 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 up and down, like a little scissor. So arms are just back behind you, supporting your weight here. Lifting with the toes pointed. Great job. Now if you can, try holding the toes up, and we're gonna bend this left knee, point the toe towards the knee, and you're just gonna lift and lower that bottom right leg. Woo! Lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. Hold on to it. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend out, and we're gonna do those little flutter kicks again. Fine to bend the knees here, by the way, if you just really need a break and just wanna keep going. Just bend the knees. Otherwise, try to keep the legs straight. 3, 2, 1, and bend that right knee. Left leg stays straight, and we're gonna lift and lower that left straight leg. Lift and lower. Try to keep your upper body still and stable. That is my word that I put together for you for stable and still. Stibble. Yes, this is the stibble move. Stibble upper body. Keep going. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Oh my goodness. Do you feel that? Let's do a couple of quick roll-ups here. Extend all the way over and all the way up. Reach for your toes, all the way back slowly with control. All the way up, reach for your toes, and then all the way down slowly with control. Up and reach, down with control. Up and reach, down with control. One more, come on, up, reach, and all the way down. Oh, rock yourself up. And you have just completed my super fun Betty Barre low impact Sculpt workout for today. Thank you so much for being here and for doing this with me. Please do comment down below and let me know where you did your workout from, if you enjoy this type of workout, and if I'm going to see you inside of Rock Your Life for a live class or for one of my 30-day challenges, which are so awesome. Can't even tell you how much fun we have inside of Rock Your Life together as a group. Private support group, myself, the Team Betty Rocker coaches, live weekly classes, a whole library of amazing rocker workouts like this one for you, and 30-day challenges. You can do a new one every month if you want to. So much fun. Love to see you in there. Be sure to check it out. I'll post a link for you. It's called Rock Your Life, and that's exactly what it does. All right, rock stars, I am so happy that you spent this time with me. Thank you for being here. I'm Betty Rocker. You are awesome, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.